London's Metropolitan Police have launched an investigation into new, non-recent claims of sexual assault against British actor and comedian Russell Brand. This comes after reports in which 4 women accused Brand of sexual assault and rape between 2006 and 2013. He has denied all the allegations.
But amidst this litany of astonishing, rather baroque attacks are some very serious allegations that I absolutely refute. These allegations pertain to the time when I was working in the mainstream, when I was in the newspapers all the time, when I was in the movies, and as I've written about extensively in my books, I was very, very promiscuous. Now, during that time of promiscuity, the relationships I had were absolutely always consensual.
So joining me now to discuss all of this is Drew Gillis. He is the news editor with the AV Club. Thanks for joining us. So let's talk about sort of the latest allegations that we're hearing from the police over there. What are they investigating? What are they looking into?
Yeah, so the initial Times report listed 4 different allegations ranging from 2006 until 2013. When that came out, there's been at least one more person who's since come forward from 2003. And there's been a number of other other people who have come forward that the police haven't looked into yet. But it looks like there could be, 6, 7, quite a few more allegations coming out as this kind of continues to unfold and gain attention.
Certainly, and I've sort of been listening to some interviews with some of the investigative reporters working on it, and they say they're getting, the phones sort of ringing a lot in response, but also people saying, I've had an experience like this. All this stuff needs to be investigated, of course. But Russell Brand has been really outspoken. He came out before the report was released. Even though I think his YouTube channel has been demonetized or whatever, he's found another place to land. And his suggestion is that this is all part of a grand conspiracy, which shouldn't be surprising because he's kind of been talking a lot about conspiracies over the last few years. What does he say is happening here?
Yeah, I mean, he's said a number of things, and they aren't, I don't really believe what he is saying.
Yeah.
He's came out before the investigation came out saying you're going to hear some things that aren't true. He then did one of his comedy shows after the fact, then canceled it. He then was on his not YouTube channel, his Rumble channel,
right,
saying that it was all a conspiracy, that the news outlets are working together to take him down. He also, he's been pushing kind of COVID conspiracies for a while. This type of talk from him isn't the new thing. It's the topic that's the new thing.
Yeah. He was sort of trying to float the idea that there was like a sort of an organized attempt by a number of members of the media to attack him. Yes, sometimes what happens when you have big stories, and this is a big story in the public interest, one outlet may break the story and other outlets may sort of continue to investigate as well, which is what you're seeing. That doesn't make it a conspiracy.
No, and they gave him a heads up before they published it, which is part of what a real investigation does. That's why he was able to post the video before the general public saw the thing, is because they said, hey, we're investigating you. We have years of data. We have years of interviews.
Do you want to respond?
Yeah, do you want to respond?
And he's been responding. So what happens next? He's canceled, or at least, he won't say canceled, but postponed a number of his shows. Where do we go from here?
I think he's kind of been doing this internet career for a while. I don't see that this is really going to affect that in the short term, frankly. I don't think the people who are his biggest fans, his biggest supporters, are particularly concerned about this. I think they agree with him and think that the media is out to get him.
Right.
So I don't think in the short term it's going to change much. I think longer term, as an investigation goes into this, they're very serious allegations. It's rape allegations, it's sexual assault allegations. It could have some legal impact for him, but that we know will take at least a year or two, if not longer, before we get to the bottom of all of that.
It's been quite interesting to watch, and I'm sure he's going to continue to respond. Drew, thank you very much.